you guys for this show. It's one of my absolute favorite series. I love the film, but what you guys have done with the series has been insane. And the fan base is insane. My friends love it. So thank you so much for that, guys. My first question is, obviously the show isn't over yet, but many beloved shows have been spun off or given sequels.
Yeah.
After the movie and the show, the world of What We Do in the Shadows is so expansive now. Has anything like that been discussed yet for other vampires in different parts of the world? Or any other mythical beings?
We're still not finished editing the current season, so there's no way to even start thinking about that stuff yet. I think also we put so much into the last season, everything we had, and wanting it to be the funniest season we've ever done. We haven't had time to think about anything beyond that.
What about the writers? I mean, we have interesting lives, and that's a lot of cool stuff happens.
There have been some awesome cameos over the course of the series. Most notably, there was the Vampire Council. But previously, we heard of some guest stars you guys wanted on the episodes that weren't available. Were you able to secure any of them or any other exciting cameos for the final season?
Yes, I can answer that one because it's a good answer. Most of our seasons before, our guest stars have been people who played vampires before, but this season, being the last season, we wanted to focus on the funniest people who we always thought were just super funny and had maybe no relation to vampires or anything, and just use the funniest people we could before it was all over. So we have people like Steve Coogan and Zach Woods, and is it Woods or Wood?
Woods.
Zach Woods and Tim Heidecker and Rajat Suresh and Jeremy Levick, and who am I forgetting?
Kim Quinlan.
Alyssa Limperis, Mike O'Brien. We just there's like a list of people that we always wanted to use that were super funny, and that's who you'll see this season.
When I saw the trailer with Coogan and Barry going, how was that? It looks insane.
That was one of the high points of the whole series, I think.
Amazing.
It's really great.
And then last question, or one of my questions. The characters on the show sometimes say some really outrageous things. What have been some lines or bits that you were surprised that made it to air?
I know the exact answer. And someone wrote in the script almost as a joke for the writers that Laszlo trims his garden of a topiary garden of vulvas, and then we started seeing these drawings from the production department. We're like, oh, we're really doing this, and we just kept waiting for the network to say you can't do that, and they were like, no, approved, that looks good. And so I think it was the vulva topiary garden that shocked me that was on the air.
I feel like the hybrid creatures episode that Rajat and Jeremy did last year, I feel like that was a thing that we talked a lot about, where it's just it's Guillermo plus an animal. And then when you got to set, you're like, oh, right, someone had to actually figure out what that means. I kind of can't believe, and Paul Jones came up with our prosthetics designer. He came up with what that actually meant, which is incredible.
Yeah, well, there's an episode where Nadja and Colin in the same body are having full-on sex. I mean,
yes,
that seems pretty far to me. Yeah. I'm concerned.
Colin is in Nadja's body, and Laszlo's having sex with them, and Nandor is watching. That was one where we were like, we maybe gone a little too far. But,
and I was like, any questions?
Last question. Did you guys get to go on set and take any mementos before it ended?
Yes, we descended on it like locusts. The prop department was very nice, and they said, you can go to this prop storage room, and we went in there, and everything was just separate boxes by episode, and it was a real trip down memory lane. But we all took more stuff than we probably needed. I mean, there's stuff that you get sentimental about. You go, oh, this is amazing. And then you get home and your wife goes why do you need 2 fencing helmets? What does that have to do with anything? But we all got, and then Sam, there was one prop that I really wished I'd gotten and I didn't get it. And then just last week, Sam, as an early birthday present, he had gotten it for me and had the prop people send it. And it's a big part of the Steve Coogan episode this season.
Nice.
It's very exciting.
Who has a Nadja doll?
What's that?
Who has the Nadja doll?
The main Nadja doll is going to the lobby of FX.
Nice.
Where it'll sit along with the mailroom robot from The Americans.
All right. Well, guys,
just imagine the final scene of Indiana Jones.
Just a little truck just bringing in all these props. Well, guys, thank you so much for talking to me. I can't wait to watch the final season. I'm sad it's the final season.
You'll be happy when you watch.
Well, then even better. Thank you so much. Thanks for talking to me. Awesome. Thank you.